he falls. I sit there. I compose myself. And I'm like, all right, let's get down and get out of here. He's dead. We watched him fall. Well, I get down. First, I start climbing down. And I'm leaving the bow in the tree. And I'm like, what are you doing? Get back up and get your shit and get down. You're not going to come back up here and hunt. So I drop the bow down, get everything, get over to the bike. Well, I've still got my backpack on. My backpack needs to be off to be able to ride this thing. It needs to go in the basket I got on the backside of the bike. Well, I end up having to take all that off again. Of course, I'm still like, flustered and everything. And so I start glassing, and I don't see this buck. I don't see this buck in the field, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this isn't good. This isn't good.
I think your text was like, big buck down. We're like, for real? You're like, yeah. And then we're like, what is he? And you're like, big. Watched him fall. When I got down, he was gone. I'll talk to you later. So, yeah. And we're all like, what? What do you mean he's gone?
Welcome to the Habitat Podcast, the podcast for wildlife habitat management, hunting strategy, and land stewardship. And now, your host, Jared Van Hees.
Welcome to the Habitat Podcast.
I'm your host, Jared Van Hees. Welcome back to the Habitat Podcast.
What's going on? It's Hutchy, the co-host. How you guys doing today?
We are in the Hutchy Deercamp.Detour studios.
We are. Check it out. We got the map going. We've got some antler anchor stuff hanging, some cool stuff out. This is I think
Latitude saddle hanging over.
Yeah. Of course, deer camp. A deer camp sign can't go without that.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well. I just got back from Iowa, round 2.
All right.
So, and we succeeded this time.
All right. Well, I do want to hear about it. I kind of want to start out in the beginning. But first I want to kind of talk about what we've been doing around here lately. You've been gone hunting. I've been I got back from Illinois. Dad got a great buck down there. So now it's what? When this goes live, Thanksgiving just wrapped up. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Black Friday.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know if any really smoking hot deals yet, but no, Latitude's got one pumped up.
Latitude's got some stuff going. I'm sure
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's got. He's got his new black label. That stuff looks cool.
That's cool.
Way cool. I can't wait. Can't wait to get some.
Same. Yeah, Ryan can't wait.
Ryan.
Same stainless steel ones, just black coated.
Yep. They look sweet. His post he put out looked really cool.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
I mean, besides that, I've been getting land plan requests already.
All right.
So locked down a few of those for this spring. Those are first come, first served basis. We only take a certain amount. So I want to make sure I get that out to listeners who might not be having the success they were hoping for so far this season. I know I have a bunch of work to do on both properties still that I've noticed.
You and me both.
I got a lot of trees to cut, more food to put in, some access to change. But now's the planning time. You're sitting in the stand wondering why and how it could be better.
Yeah, I've been sitting in the blinds. Yeah, exactly. I've been sitting in the blind looking at dollar bills everywhere about, well, I got to do this here and that there. But it's all for the improvement of the land. And once you improve the land, the deer that movie or the baseball movie, if you build it, they will come.
Yep.
And that's what matters. I mean, if we built it down in Iowa, thank goodness, Al took good care of us and sent us seed down to the outfitter, Midwest Antler Company that I went to, and actually shot my deer over a vitalized brassica plot.
That's not.
Well, no, I didn't let him get to the brassica plot, but he was heading that way.
Well, let's hear about. Did we cover your first trip down?
No, we covered you and Matt. Okay. I was unsuccessful. That was a trip, dude. It was hot. It was slow. I saw some good deer, but nothing came close enough. I mean, and it was like in the 60s.
Yeah.
It was way too hot. So I was down there for 5, 6 days, 7. I don't even know. It was a long time.
Yeah.
And then was gracious enough to be able to go back and went back last Thursday. Got there Thursday, hunted Friday, saw slammer Friday night.
Really?
Saw slammer Saturday morning. And then
what are they doing? They feeding or chasing, or what are they doing?
They were feeding. They were coming to feed. I sat the same farm, just either end for wind, but they were just eating, dude. They were coming to feed. Saw a couple. Well, let's see here. Let's start with the big one, dude. I saw one that makes. I mean, I shot a really good buck, but I saw one that made him look like he was he was a little juvenile. This one, they come out of this creek bottom up onto this brassica plot brassica clover plot that kind of makes like a U shape, and then there's a dirty corn plot in that. So they come out of this and they get into the brassicas and the clover, and they either go right to the other stand or they come to the stand I was in. And this guy come out and he started feeding and he started walking right towards me, and I thought, holy shit, this is gonna happen. I mean, we're talking like a 160s 8-point, like a giant
Really?
deer. He's coming. I get my bow. I'm ready. He gets to about 70 yards, 80 yards, and then just kind of turns and goes back down to the creek bottom. And I watched him go down to the creek bottom. I'm throwing the kitchen sink at him, grunts, hitting the rattling antlers, those rattling antlers up there. Apparently they don't like Michigan rattling antlers, I guess. But he went down and I watched him go up a draw and right out of my life. And at that point, I was like, man, I want to kill that deer. Well, that was the last time I saw that deer. But he was a stud. Saturday evening, Saturday after the hunt, I saw another good one locked on a doe in the middle of a bean field.
That sounds more like it.
They're like locked right. I mean, she went left, he went left. She went right, he went right. I watched them go down into a thicket, which was, of course, like a couple hundred yards from where I was hunting. But he never seen him again. Chad never had any information on him either. So, but it was cool. It was a good hunt. What an amazing place. So we get to Sunday morning. It's cold. I ride the face off in, man. Talk about, game changers overused everywhere, but dude, I was able to completely bundle up in all my cold weather shit.
Hey, you said it was like 25 degrees.
It was 25 degrees. So I bundled, you know how that is. So if you're going to wear, I had probably a quarter-mile walk or ride. But if I was wearing my stuff in, I'd be, drenched in sweat by the time I got there. So with that face-off e-bike, I was able to completely bundle up, ride right to the bottom of the tree, set it down in the tall grass, and right on up and done.
Never breaking a sweat. Never leaving ground set.
Unreal. Never leaving ground set. Never leaving anything.
Never looking like a two-legged predator walking through the woods.
So it was cold, but by 10 o'clock, it was almost 50 degrees. There was that much of a temperature change.
Oh, cow.
So I got down. I wasn't
going to cook lunch in that.
You could change. Exactly. It was watching them thermals change was something wild. It was all over the place.
Wow.
So I left my stuff in the tree because I knew the wind was going to be right to hunt that stand again, which I really had at that point I had no confidence because it was 50 degrees. It was getting up to supposed to be 65. Well, when I drove to the stand that afternoon, excuse me, it was 68 degrees.
You already texted Matt now. You're like, I'm going home tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll come back for round 3 if I have to. The weather's warm. Saw a couple deer, but it's been a little slow. It's not happening. We're feeling for you. We're like, oh man, second trip out there. Not a bus, but
I was ready to go a third trip. I was planning on going home Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Driving home that day, so I was home for Thanksgiving. And as the trip started, well, it got hot and it was going to stay hot. So I decided that I was going to go home Monday. So Sunday night, go home Monday, come back the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Well, I left my shit in the tree Saturday or Sunday morning after, when it changed that temperature change. And I'm like, go back out. I didn't go out till 3:30. I was like, it's hot. It's not. As I'm driving to the farm, you got to cross this beautiful like wooden bridge. And there's a bald eagle sitting on the river. And I think I should put that in the reel that I put out. But there was a beautiful, and I'm like, that's got to mean something, right? Got to mean something. Well, get there, get the face off of the, what are the name of those? We got to give a shout out to that bike rack thing.
Young e-bikes.
Dude, we don't work with those guys, but that thing is absolutely amazing.
For the money, it's the best bike rack I've seen, e-bike rack.
Yeah, I mean, what does it take? 5 seconds to get the bike off? It's 3 straps.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's solid. I'm sure it's some Chinese stuff, but it was very solid, easy to put together. I took it all the way to Iowa. You took yours there. It was awesome.
I took it to Iowa and I put it together backwards and it still worked great. That's another story for another time. But So we got to the stand, got back up it. I wasn't having a whole lot of faith. All of a sudden a doe comes out. Another comes out. They're like 150 yards away where they come out of this draw out of the creek bottom. And then a nice little 3-year-old 10-point comes out, and he's kind of pushing him around a little bit, but nothing, he's more focused on the food. Does that, and then he walks off to towards the east. Another little 10-point comes out, and he comes out, and he's just feeding, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty crazy. So he's out there feeding. There's probably 4 or 5 does. It's like 4:45, and I hear something to my right, and I looked down, and out of the creek bottom comes up the buck I shot. Comes up, gets behind a little bit of crap, and then there's like this tall grass right on the edge of the food plot. Well, he gets to there, he comes, and so I get up, I stand up, I grab my bow, I turn around. I was sitting in a ladder stand, and I got spun around. And
I'm standing at this point.
Yeah. Another shout out to Painted Arrow. I don't know if you've seen that. They came out with a rangefinder magnet thing, dude.
Oh. Really?
Oh man! So my rangefinder's on my vinyl harness, but it's just stuck there. So I grab it, I go up. He's
still connected with a
string. It's got a string up, so you can just let it fall if you want, or just put it back. So I range him. He's at 28 yards. Well, let me back up a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. He came out of the creek bottom, and I looked at his rack, and I was like, "Hey, just shooter. I'm gonna shoot this deer. This is a good buck. Look at his body. I'm like making sure he's old enough. Okay, he's 4 years old, big bodied deer. Let's let him have it." So at that point, I stopped looking at his rack. 100% stopped looking at his rack because I don't want to, I'm that guy that I'm like this,
Oh, yeah.
Steps out, range him 28 yards, pull back. Not looking at his rack at all. I settle right behind his shoulder, and I just let it fly, and I'd hear the thwack. Well, what I didn't have happen is my Luminac or whatever, Nocturne or whatever I was using did not turn on. So I never watched the arrow fly through, and I couldn't see the arrow after I shot. Well, I watched him run, and so just past him, there's a big, I don't know, sycamore or some tree in the way that I can't see. Well, I watch him go through that, and I watch him go out and make a big arc like he's going to go back towards the creek bottom, and I watch him fall. Yeah. And I'm like, and then when the adrenaline dump happens, I don't know if it ever happens to you, I get like an adrenaline dump into my lower back, and I almost I tense up. Well, I have that happen. I sit down, compose myself. Of course, I start texting you and Matt, let you know, hey, big buck down. I text Chad. Of course, it doesn't go through because I have no signal down in this bottom either. Luckily, I can't believe it went through to you guys. Text my wife, tell her what's going on.
Quite the text exchange.
You guys got back. Yeah, what was it?
I'll find it here in a minute. Keep going.
It was, so he falls. I sit there. I compose myself. And I'm like, all right, let's get down and get out of here. He's dead. We watched him fall. Well, I get down. Of course, I forget, you know how it is trying to pack up after you've shot a deer, shit's not where it's supposed to be. And
oh, yeah.
So I get the bow down. Well, first I start climbing down, and I'm leaving the bow in the tree. And I'm like, what are you doing? Get back up and get your shit and get down. You're not going to come back up here and hunt. So I drop the bow down, get everything, get over to the bike. And my setup is I bought a sling that goes on my bow, and I wear it like a satchel almost. It works perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the front thing, but it seems to beat the crap out of the bow too much for me. And my bow doesn't fit in it being a small bow.
Yeah.
Very well.
I agree with that.
Put that on. Well, I've still got my backpack on. My backpack needs to be off to be able to ride this thing. It needs to go in the basket I got on the backside of the bike. Well, I end up having to take all that off again. Of course, I'm still flustered and everything. And so I start glassing, and I don't see this buck. And I'll see his buck in the field, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Are you thinking about saddle hunting, but haven't taken the plunge yet? Well, I can assure you, latitudeoutdoors.com is right where I would start if I were you. I got my brand new Method 3 2-panel saddle this year, the most comfy saddle on the market, ready to go this fall. Also, guys, I've been rocking the Method 2 for years. Method 3 came out, it couldn't get any better? Well, it did. This thing is insane. Check it out, latitudeoutdoors.com, but don't forget the Profile Saddle platform and their brand new Ranger 33 packs. I run the Ranger 22 right now, and I'm definitely looking at the Ranger 33 to add to my arsenal for this fall. Check them out, guys. Great people, a great company, Michigan-based, and they're already whacking bucks this season. latitudeoutdoors.com. Do you have some awesome shed antlers laying around that you don't know what to do with? Maybe sitting on your desk or bookshelf? Put them on the wall with the Antler Anchor Company. My good buddy Ryan started this company. They make stainless steel shed antler mounts, European mounts, something you can be proud of putting on the wall. Think of a boat anchor with antlers coming out of the top of it, Antler Anchor. I'm a boater. I love this idea. It's one of the coolest logos I've ever seen. And your sheds and European mounts look great on the wall with them. Check them out at antleranchorco.com. Tell them the Habitat Podcast sent you. Great piece of machined stainless ready to put on your wall to hang those trophies.
This isn't good. This isn't good.
I think your text was like, big buck down. We're like, for real? You're like, yeah. And then we're like, what is he? And you're like, big. Shit show. Watched him fall. When I got down, he was gone. I'll talk to you later. So, yeah. We're all like, what? What do you mean he's gone? Is he by a road? Did somebody grab him? Like, what's going on?
So I'm down and I'm glassing. I don't see him, and I'm like, all right. Well, I start walking and I'm like, stop, Andy. You're the king of going too early to like look for the deer. So I back up. I'm like, I'll go get the bike and maybe I'll just take a little ride by with the bike. Well, I get all the stuff on. I've got the shit show going there. Well, I'm rushing because I'm shot a deer. I bumped the belt off the bike. So now I'm sitting here in my bike. I got to get the belt back on the bike, which I've never done before because I've never knocked the belt off the bike. So I get the belt.
You can do that.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you get your foot in the wrong spot. You can definitely belt the belt right off the bike. So get that all back together, and I start going. I start heading over that way. And I'm like, you know what? Don't bump him. Don't go. If he's maybe you hit bad, and I mean, maybe he's just not.
And you saw him fall, but this is a second guessing that can go into your head.
I've watched him fall before, and then I've watched him get back up.
Sure, that too.
So I was like, all right, get out of here. So I get back to the truck, get the, same old shit show, trying to load everything up, trying to get the bike on the rack and everything. Get that all done. Heading down the road, finally get to some signal, start texting you guys again. I think that's when one of the texts came through of, are you fucking with us? Or?
Yeah.
And so from that point, I finally get up, call Chad, doesn't answer, get back to camp, figuring he's probably at the lodge. He's not at the lodge, so I give him a call. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Let's go get a deer. He goes, you get one? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I watched him fall, but I don't see him anymore. So him and his son, Bo, we get in the truck and we run down there, pull down into the, right down into the food plot where I shot him, park the truck, and we start looking and we go into this tall grass and we don't find him. And we're not finding any blood. We're not finding. Well, I hit him a little high. I double lunged him, but I hit him.
Higher in the cavity.
Higher in the cavity than I would have wanted to, which I had it, he was about halfway out the exit side, but
you made a perfect shot.
Oh, I made a great shot. He's dead. That's the, so we're looking and we're not finding anything. So Chad says, let's go out. Let's go try to find some blood. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go back over to where I shot him and try to find my arrow and try to find impact blood. Well, I can't find any blood at all. I can't find my arrow. I mean, the grass it's not switchgrass, but it's grass that's 5 feet tall. So my arrow's gone. It got eaten by Iowa.
Yeah.
It's now part of Iowa. And I'm like, oh shit. And Bo and I are both looking. We're not finding anything. We're looking for blood. We're looking for the arrow. Nothing. All of a sudden, Chad goes, I got blood. Okay.
So he's walking the edge of the plot. Probably.
He's watching the edge of the plot. He's like, I got blood. I'm like, is it good blood? He's like, I got blood. I'm like, okay. So we get over. We're walking, and I get to about probably here to, 10 yards, 15 yards, and then I see the rack sitting there. And I go, you son of a bitch, you don't got blood, you got the deer. And so there we go, going over there, do some celebrating. Of course, I'm always worried that, whenever you go to an outfitter, you're always worried if you're, because they have minimums for a reason, so that guys don't. And I'm like, he good? He's like, he's great. Heck yeah. So that was, loaded it in the truck, took it back, and had myself a few lattes. While I've never seen someone gut and skin a deer so fast in my life.
Really?
I mean, Chad is pretty amazing at it. So
I'm sure
so we got it all.
A couple.
Yeah, he's done a couple. We got it all caped out. Got it all the meat boned out. Got it frozen, and then I left following morning, and the rest is history.
Wow, man! Congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
I got here today up at the Hutchy studio and saw the rack, and I shot that buck.
Heck yeah. He's a nice one. I mean, he's not a giant. He's not an Iowa giant, but he's a mature buck.
How many days have you hunted at that point?
I have to be on 12, I bet.
2 trips,
2
12
trips,
days.
12 days. And I was ready to go back for a third. I mean, I wasn't gonna give up on this.
That's a welcome sight to have him walking at 28 yards.
Yeah, it was like
that's not a little shot either. 28.
No, it was good. Well, what blows my mind too is how
we shoot it all the time at targets, but
yeah,
it's
exactly.
different when you're excited.
It reinvigorated. It'd been a while since I shot one with a bow, so it had reinvigorated my. I mean, I was ready to maybe even crossbow hunt a little bit. But I got that out of my system. So but it felt good. Felt good to get one down with a bow. Felt good to get one down this year. It's been a struggle, man. I have been everywhere. The home farm has been like completely dead all year from. Well, as you know, I've been talking drought. I got the food. It's just I just don't have the bucks. I mean, I have. If you need to shoot a little buck, I have you covered right now. But when it comes to mature bucks, so we're hoping your third third of the season kind of helps us out a little bit. But we'll see. But yeah, it felt good to get it done.
Heck yeah, man! Congrats. He's a great buck. I think everybody in the HP crew now has whacked at least one.
Heck yeah.
Corey whacked a good one. I haven't shared that one online yet. He shot a 140 in Michigan. Drew's got a couple. Matt's got one. I got a couple. You got one. My dad got one. That's everybody.
We're doing well.
Al and Brian have been whacking deer over on Al's farm. It's been a good year for the guys who put in the habitat work. That's what it seems like. And you said you sent Vitalize out there and he planned that?
Yeah, I got a hold of that.
I totally forgot about
that. Yeah. So I called, I was, trying to take care of my guy out there. And I called you and Al and I was like, hey, can we send him some brassicas just show good faith? And I got out there and he goes, hey, you're going to hunt the farm that we planted those on. He's like, it mixed in with some others, but we planted it. And dude, we're talking some
nice
big turnips.
Nice.
And they were eating on them. We got that Sunday morning, dude. It was like the hardest frost I'd seen in a time.
Really?
And you just watched all that stuff droop and they started just mowing on those things. So
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good food. Want to thank those guys out there, Chad and Jamie, man. Talk about and Aaron Blasey for the hookup out there. So
Aaron's going back, right?
Aaron's going back. He's on trip number 3.
Yep.
So
I mean, when you wait 6 years to get a tag, it's hard to just let it stick to the wall at the end of the year and not worry about it. But man, good job. He's a heck of a buck.
Yeah.
You get him on him?
Oh yeah. He's going on the wall. Oh yeah. We might. I'm not sure if he's going to go here, if he's going to go over. He's going to go somewhere here in the studio, guys.
Yeah, you got a little wall space in here for a deer.
Yeah. So what's your plan for the rest of the season now?
Well, I'm going to try to get out this weekend. We're up north at the 70. Going to try to get out with Easton. My plan now is to get Easton his first deer.
Heck yeah.
Or my girls. They want to both get their own first deer too. So when I hunt my kids, it's a rotation. We take turns. Okay. So whoever can go or wants to go, and whoever is there when the right deer walks by, I'm gonna let them shoot whatever they want. The camps have been pretty quiet in terms of deer that I'd go after, so it's perfect. Not worried about it. Did get a doe up north at deer camp, so I mean I think I'm at 5 so far. We don't need the venison, but it's like kid first deer. Let's go do it.
Okay.
That's really my only plan. Might go help Corey on that farm. We always hunt turkeys on to kill a bunch of does on there where he's kind of tasked to kill all those deer every year. Besides that, man, my wife is happy I'm home. So it's kind of like chill and plan for January 1st, start cutting trees. Got land plans. I don't normally start those till there's no snow or little snow. If there's a 1.5 foot of snow, there's no point in walking the ground because the deer aren't doing what they normally do anyways. But get those scheduled for spring or late winter. And then if there's not snow, we'll do it then. And then just literally, I got to cut. So the 40 needs a lot more cut. You think you cut a lot. You think the loggers do a lot. Then all the leaves fall off the trees and you're like, oh, man. So a lot of that to do.
Are you going to do all that yourself, or are you going to try to get a logger back in there again?
No, I do it myself. Yeah.
Are you going to take the stuff out, or are you just going to fall it?
Not at all.
That's my plan too. And as you've seen back here, I mean, I have a lot to cut.
You have some good timber too.
I'm supposed to have a logger coming.
It's not like huge timber, but
no, but it's still good.
I think somebody would grab it,
especially if it's free. I'm not looking to get it. I just want it gone. Yeah. I don't care about the timber value. I mean, you always do, but it's a shitty spot. It's hard access and it's on a side hill. So it's not like it's an easy.
It's going to be a good sanctuary and bedding area once all those tops are on the ground and the sunlight's getting in there. Kind of like your middle swamp there.
Yep.
Or thicket down there. Like, that's thicker than heck.
Yep.
That's what I want my whole 40 to look like. And it's just
Same here.
still too much canopy up there from all the BS trees that they didn't take or smaller trees they didn't take. So,
yeah, we're going to do.
Cut.
I got Zol's going to come up in the spring, and we're going to plant like 500 Norways again.
Yeah.
Try to fill that back field like halfway in, and then I got a couple acres of switch I want to get in. I want to get my food plots in early this year so that they're because I want to be able to do the 1-2 system.
Yeah.
So that's my
and then you can leave some of the nitro boost because we get a lot of good rain in the spring normally. If that does really well, then at least you can have some standing food and a screen.
Yeah.
And plant the carbon load inside from that. At least you got food because like this drought hit us downstate pretty hard this year. So I'm thinking I didn't have time to plant the nitro boost this spring up north because of the ice storm. So I'd like to get that in too. Yeah. So really focus on the food up here in this North Country.
You got to be because there isn't a ton of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of browse, but if they can eat, if you can eat a bar-ass hot dog or a piece of filet mignon, which one are you going to go to?
Hear the end of the bar.
No, absolutely not. That was a shout out to Greg anyway, though.
Yeah, I think Scott gave us some crap about that at the Habitat Day too. So
yeah, I see. Frequent Flyer got shot by the neighbor.
Yeah, that's a good buck.
Yeah, it was a really good buck. That's
on our West Virginia hunt. That buck that the guys missed.
Yep.
He finally died.
Yep.
But
I can't believe he lasted as long as he did with us. I've never seen a deer more frequent to showing his face. He wasn't afraid of nothing. He would go dumb, young and dumb.
Why can't I have him dumb like that?
I don't know. It doesn't happen to me either.
It doesn't happen to me.
No.
But no, man, lots of good stuff coming. Still a lot of season left. You know what I mean? It's not even December yet. So I know the 40 likes to attract deer late season because everybody else has been out. All the covers down. They've all blown their stuff up. I stay out.
Mm-hmm.
So last year I had a chance at a nice 10 point in there. We'll see what happens. I'm not done hunting yet,
and we're in the same boat there. We get a lot of the stragglers from the neighbors that don't get shot. So we're hoping that same thing. And same thing, I'm going to get Shane out. Shane's going to try to shoot his first deer. Awesome. Whatever he wants. If he wants to shoot a little buck, have at it. I said, sure. You got your first one can be whatever you want. So we're going to get out there. We have one little buck. He's probably, maybe 2 years old, but he is broke off. He's an 8 point and he doesn't have a tine that's not broke off.
Was that one that was running around?
Yeah.
During bow season a couple weeks back?
Yep. He's buffed it all over the place. So we'll see. I'd like Shane to shoot him just because he's a little bully buck and why not, But we're going to shoot some does because we have a major doe problem here and I need some venison anyway. So I'd like to shoot a couple, 2, 3, 4 does and fill the freezer up. But yeah, we're looking forward to habitat season, man. It's coming on strong real fast. But yeah, don't give up yet. We still got, I look at hunting like hockey. We're going into the third period.
Yep.
And what do you do in the third period? You go for the gold. So we're going to try and shoot some more deer. But
yeah, man, if there's, I know we have a good guest coming on next week. Our buddy Nick.
Yep.
Northern Michigan. He shot a really nice buck. He does a lot of good work up there on that property. And if anybody has any guests that they want to hear from, reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, email. And, we're always looking for new stuff and new ideas. And so love to hear from the listeners too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we appreciate you.
Absolutely. We love talking to you guys. So absolutely. Everybody have a wonderful, I hope you had, it's going to be after Thanksgiving. So I hope you had a great turkey day and it's Black Friday. Get out there and support some of the companies that support us.
Amen, brother. Good luck, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Habitat Podcast. We really do appreciate you guys coming back every week to get this awesome Habitat content. And we would appreciate it if you went to iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to this podcast and leave us a 5-star review. That helps us continue to grow and trend in the right direction, attract new listeners, and help us provide better content in the future. Guys, we have a website full of resources. We have a blog on the website. We have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all linked up at habitatpodcast.com. Our land plan services, merchandise, decals, hats, t-shirts, and I give away a free 5-inch decal to anyone who leaves us a review on Apple iTunes.
Really appreciate it. I want to thank our partners, Downburst Cedars, Vitalize Seed Company, Morse Nursery, Packer Max Cultipackers, Stealth Outdoors, First Light Latitude Outdoors, United Country Midwest Lifestyle Properties. Thanks again, guys. We'll be back next week with another great episode of the Habitat Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.